Oh, I hope that focus is fixed. Eh. Well, that's as good as I'm gonna get the picture. I don't think it's gonna get any better than that. Hello again. More bad cam footage with me, I guess. But I played for a while, and look at that. I'll make it go up a little bit so you can see them better. We have 6 spicy and 1 sour. So that's enough for at least 3 hunts. Because we need 2 each time. Yeah. 2, 2, 2. I don't know. 7. Yeah. I need 1 more and then I would have been able to do 4 hunts. But it doesn't matter. We're hunting Roaring Moon again. I'll put some music on in a minute. But first I'll show you. These are all from Scarlet. My Scarlet again. So I just sprung over all my strongest ones. So yeah, I don't have many. But I'm working to get them all to level 100. So Miraidon's coming along. That's the shiny I got at Halloween. We've got Lucifer. We've got Dem. Oswald. And we've got 505. We've also got the aces of the party pretty much. We've got Jeffy, who's the extra Miraidon. We've got GLaDOS, the shiny. Echo. We've got Biscuit, who basically did Charizard and Cinderace for me. We've got Flag. And we got Cheesecake. Because I think it reminds me of like a meringue cheesecake sort of thing. So yeah, we'll be doing that. I'll be putting some music on in a minute as well. I'm just getting myself set up.
Site speed matters.
Bad ads.
I think a really good way of putting it is if it's not fast,
How
it's
bad
first.
me is that? It's
So
2
here are 5
Groudons.
ways you can help increase your site speed and
So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna make the dragon. This time, if I get another shiny, that isn't the one we're hunting for, I'm not taking it because I've got Hydreigon, which is the only other shiny you can get down there that I haven't got. Gibble, I have got loads, so I don't need them. Plus, it's a disappointing shiny anyway. Um, so I don't think it matters that much. I'm gonna save. I forgot if I didn't save or not. But I was just getting my phone so I can look up the recipe again. Cause I stupid and don't know the recipe. Even though I look at it every day. Someone sent me a message. Where is it? Oh. I've been on my phone since New Year. God all. Um. So I've got my sandwiches here. So before I forget, I'm gonna save. Sorry for the bad quality. That'll never change until I get a new PC. But I'd rather do videos before that because it's gonna be a while at least. Shouldn't really have the charger ready, but there we go, it's charging now on my phone so it won't just die on me. Right, so just making sure I definitely did save. And now we can make a sandwich. We're making normal shiny sandwich with... Hopefully this works. I'll be very upset if they don't like the spices for some reason. So we need tomato, onions, green peppers, avocado because we're hunting dragon, 2 of them. Plus we need hamburger. We'll use 2 of the herb mysticas and we'll use a red flag. Don't need the bread, so just show it off to the side. It feels like there wasn't enough there, but we'll know in a sec. That's such a pose. Well, we got the stuff. So now we can get going. So just to refresh, if you don't know where to go for Roaring Moon, I know everyone should know this, second nature now. You can jump over the edge, but for the purpose of this, it's best just to go inside. Unless you know this place really well, which I still get a bit confused on the layout in this place. So you got to research level 3. Leave. You know you're on the right path. You also can just head straight to the entranceway. If you're near this big entranceway to the underground, you can also go this way. And then just run to the left. Bearing in mind you're going to get other dragon types in here as well, so... First Roaring Moon. Right, so we're looking for a green looking one of them. You know it's the right one when he has yellow tips at the edge of his wings is a good way of telling the shiner from the original one. So many Zoelis's. Yeah, I don't care if that's not how you pronounce his name. I call it Zoelis, that middle form of Hydreigon. If someone can tell me the correct way to say it, but that's how I read it, so that's how I'm gonna call it. It annoys me you still get these guys here, even though they're not dragon or anywhere close, they're ghosts. So it annoys me that you still spawn. And again, so does the gold dot. Feels feels bizarre to be hunting it again after such a short time, because I thought it was going to take me forever, because I don't have online. So all I did was, for the last couple of days, I played for a little bit longer, and I just kept sort of running around the whole island, and if there was a raid I could do, I did it, and hoped I got one. And I just kept doing all the raids every day. I'd run to a different crystal. The only time I haven't done that is today, where I've been doing skull bunny eggs on Violet, funny enough, today. Because I don't really know what to do with Violet. Until the DLC comes out, there's nothing to do on Violet. Because I've hunted all the paradoxes. The only thing that I could do now is this last shinies I want. Like the Dunsparce 3 segment is one. But I wanted to get a shiny starter that I've hatched eggs for. Because I've never had one of them yet, I don't think. I just never could be bothered. I don't know. But compared to everything else, I just didn't want to hunt starters. Like, the only, like, one of the first starters I got was minus the Charizard, because that... something else entirely. I got a black Charizard at an event. That's why I was upset when I couldn't get my own, but I wasn't determined. I tried for, like, 2 months and I still didn't get it. So I just gave up, because it made me actually fed up of playing the game, because I was just not getting it. And I was like, over 4,000 something eggs. And it just annoyed me, the fact that I weren't getting it. So... I just abandoned it. But I've virtually got nothing else to do, so if I'm not hunting the last remaining paradox on this, then I'm not really playing. Not like I've got anything else better to do on my time. I was reading a book today, that was nice. Been watching my anime as well. I don't think you can see it. Right. No, you can't. But I renamed my Karaiden something else. Named it after one of my favourite anime characters. He reminds me of him, so why not? Sort of what Karaiden would symbolise is spirit of freedom of movement, I guess. Because there's no terrain that stops him. No matter what terrain he's on, he can go and just keep going. And there's something a bit more sweeter than that, than even seeing, like, Miraidon. Because Miraidon's a machine, so you expect it to be able to travel. I rechanged my Miraidon as well to a different name. I don't usually change nickname Pokemon like that, but with it being... these guys are never going to come off the console. Yeah, the ones that you have as mounts will never be able to be taken off the console, which I thought was slightly sad. But I understand why, because it's a core mechanic if the Pokemon goes and what you're supposed to do. I did think it was a little sad though, because I'd love to be able to ride the shiny. They should, when in the future, please give us the option to ride our own Pokemon, because I want to ride the shinies. Because if you get a shiny Karaiden, you should have the ability to ride the shiny if you want to. It always upset me about Weirdier. I had the shiny, but I couldn't ride it, so I always felt like a little of a shame. Braviary was another sad one. Is it bad that I'm hoping that my Roaring Moon is small? I like the small ones, I don't know. I just think the small Roaring Moons are quite cute. As dumb as it sounds. Oh, he took off. I wondered where he was. I was looking for him. He took off. He went, oh. Oh, there's more over here. Oh, it's dark enough for my lights to come on. But they're not bright enough to cause Because I had my lights on at the beginning of the recording and you could see the glare from the lamp, so I turned it off. It looks very yellow. It's underneath. I just don't know. There is a major goal is stay away from the walls though, because if it's nothing, if you don't go near the walls, they won't spawn in the walls. Because if you just run up and down like zigzaggy base, then they should despawn by the time you get over in the bottom corner. Like I said, we're looking at the wingtips. We're also looking for other shinies as well, but I'm not too keen on sacrificing anymore, because literally the only Pokemon that appears that I haven't got as a shiny now, I think, is Sableye that spawns in here, because I've got one of these now. I've got so many Garchomps. I've got the whole line of Garchomp shiny, and I've got multiple Gible because I thought they were cute. I've even got an Alpha Gible. Alpha shiny Gible. So I don't really want any more. So if I do get another shiny, I'll probably just take a picture of it to say I found it, but I'm not keeping it. I do love these Pokemon though. I saw a vote on YouTube and they were saying which Salamence is your favourite, and it was like this one, the Mega, and then I think they had the Shiny, but there was 4 and I can't remember which the 4 Salamence is now. I think it was like Sprites. But no, I really like this one because I like the feathery tribal aspects of it, because the feathery dragons are always prettier to me than the scaly ones, so I really like this version of it. I do wish it had more defined wings, because like, as beautiful as Charizard is, his wings are a bit too small for his body proportion. I like more body of Salamence, wings of Charizard would look so nice, but slightly bigger wings for it would be better. Oops, I ran into someone. Actually, no, they had defined as 2 sets of wings, because I just saw him flapping overhead. They don't look it, they look like just 1 wing, but when he moves, they look like 2. Nah, I love the Scarlet Pokemon. They did such a good job with them. And the legendaries that they're hinting at as well. I'm so excited for them. And I'm excited to see who else they've got hidden that they've just not shown. Sorry, I'm taking my jumper off. I'm a little warm. I think I'll do about 3 resets, so that's hour and 30, roughly. If we don't find it, I'll do 3 resets. It's not Wednesday, so I'm not going to be disturbed again. I didn't realise how late it was on Wednesday. I wouldn't have started as late as I would have stopped a lot sooner if I knew. Just time flies by too quick. So many of these things pick off. That annoys me when they haven't even spawned and it counts as a hit and then it quickly is like, let's spawn them in. Oh. I tried to jump but it didn't, I pressed too late. Oh, he's coming over. I wanted to stream yesterday, but with everything that was going on yesterday, I really wanted to stream, but it was just like, I'm happy I didn't by the end of it, because later on in the night, it was roughly like 10 o'clock. The internet just bricked and didn't come back on. But it was late, so no one wanted to go downstairs and reset it, so funny enough, my dad went down at like 3 a.m. and reset it, and then it suddenly came back. But I was like, all night stuck without the Wi-Fi, and I don't sleep very good, so it was really annoying. So I have like a DVD I'll leave in the DVD player. Well, my Xbox eternally, and every time there's like power outs and some, or well, not power outs obviously, but every time we have like internet and there's no internet for ages, I don't like it quiet me, so I tend to have something in the background. I have a CD behind me. As long as I don't get a power cut, then I'm alright. I've got stuff, but I have got a radio that all I need to do is put some batteries in it, and I've got radio, so I'm even alright in that sense. Let the green dragon energy flow. Look at this colour and imagine yourself being this colour. I do like Nightbat though. Nightbat's one of my favourites. I'd like him more if he didn't have the big ears, but I know that's part of the trait because he's supersonic bat, but still. Love his design though. I hunted for his shiny for so long in Sword and Shield. That was another one. I hunted for it for like 3 months, and I was doing eggs and wild encounters, and I just so fed up of doing eggs, so I started doing wild encounters, got to 100, still didn't get it. It was Halloween night, day before Halloween as well, I got incredibly lucky and I found a, what was it now? I found Trevenant shiny. The only problem is with it that I have is it's in the wrong ball for my liking, so it has like these annoying things around it instead of. I wanted it to be in a dust ball, but it wouldn't catch, and I was so worried, so I used a repeat ball so it'd catch with a better chance, and it did, but obviously the repeat ball has like a pattern on it when it comes out, so that's slightly the only depressing thing. What's good about Noibat for actually hunting? Oh, for fuck's sake. Look at that. Well, we got our first shiny. Haha! Shall we knock it out or just leave him? Just leave him. I'm just gonna leave him. Stop it! Like I said, oh my god, they're up my ass and won't leave me alone! Go away, I'm already having to watch it. Oh, for God's sake, they're just all around me. Go away! I can't leave! Get away from me! Oh, that is so sad though. Look at that. Shiny just sat there doing nothing. Oh look, he's coming to have a walk. How about this? I take a picture of him when he stops chasing me. Might as well just enjoy it, take all the pictures, because I'm not keeping him. Alright, we'll leave him now. Leave him alone. Bye! That is so sad though, having to leave shinies. So that's technically 2 now I've had to leave. Abandoned shinies. I've had 2 now that I've had to abandon because of this stupid thing. And there he goes, he's gone now. Oh well. I'm not bothered. I've got 1. I'm not bothered. This one's going to be more worthwhile than that one that I can get. Because if I do this hunt again, I don't want to hunt him. The only one that annoyed me was definitely the Greavard. That annoyed me because I'm not even hunting ghosts, it's dragon. Oh god, I didn't see him though. How many people are probably gonna be like, why the frick didn't you catch it? It's because I'm so free setting for sandwiches and I don't want to lose my herbs, and for a shiny I've already got, so I don't care. As sad as it is that I had to abandon it, it's not the one I want. I want Roaring Moon, not this thing. I abandoned the first, I kept the first one I got, but I'm not getting the second. It's done by that point. And I can't even say like hunt Dark, because Dark does nothing. Yeah, you'll still get loads of Pokemon, because I'm sure there's like Sableye, which I haven't got, so I'm not doing that either. Because as soon as I switch it and I start hunting Dark, guarantee I'm going to start getting Sableyes. And I'm still going to get the blooming Greavards. Got Vaporeon here. Just annoys me how lucky these spawn. I mean, look at that out of all the Pokemon here. The majority are 8 dragons, but still, not the dragon I want. So just to keep account now, that's 2 shinies abandoned and 1 claimed. What lag though? Oh shit, there was 1 flying, I didn't see it. I thought there was another one then, I'm about to lose my shit. He looks so green from here. I have to keep checking. Why is he up my butt? That would have been so funny for the shiny. I wasn't even paying attention. I was trying to do something at a second.
This was my boy, Emmett Till.
Love ads. They don't ruin my life.
Either freedom for everyone or freedom fail.
Don't touch me, please. Go away. I said go away. I'm still waiting for them to bring out the Miraidon and Koraidon plushies. I know they bring them out in Japan. I want them so bad. Well, majorly Koraidon, but they're so cute. I want them. I like this song. Oh. If I was never sure, I always go back and watch a clip, so at least then if I know I've fobbed it up, I can just say. One sec. For like news about like new Pokemon stuff, I'm really excited to see like what they've got in store for the future. And I know it's like Generation 10 is coming, and the reboot of the anime. I'm excited because I try to keep up with the anime as much. I think for like history's sakes, I need to go back and watch. Which one did I skip? Kalos. I think I skipped pretty much most of Kalos because I just wasn't invested with any of the characters, and it was just so I don't know, I think it was just a time where I just didn't want to bother with it at times. I watched it when it came to Sun and Moon though, and I think more of the art style changing brought me back because it's like, oh, and then since Sun and Moon I've pretty much stuck with it. But I used to watch, well, I watched the first series, watched the second, like Master Quest and stuff. I know most of the series openings off by heart due to the fact I've watched most of them. If I had to pick which one was like my favourite series, I did like Master Quest. Just because of the darker nature it sometimes would go, and the jokes were pretty funny. But for nostalgia, Diamond and... Lord knows why! Look at that! Shiny Chansey! Okay, picture. Goodbye, Chansey. That's 2 shinies we've had to bail on. Roaring Moon, damn you! Yeah, 24 seconds. There's no way we're gonna get it. So that's 3 fails, I'll call it. 3 ones we had to abandon due to the fact this guy is mean a tosser. Fair enough. Chansey's slightly fair enough because that's a random. Because we're not hunting for that, so that's just my charm, that. These are fair enough as well. Chansey's just unfortunate. I have got a shiny Chansey, I'll say. I've got a Blissey. I'm trying to recall now if it's Blissey or there's one that's really like it and they get me mixed up. I'm sure I've got one. If not, then I don't really care because it's Vomit Green. A lot of the green ones I like, but that one's particularly not right. I think the time is up now. Let's just double check. Yeah, time is up, so I'll close the game. Right, I just want to check something. Right, no, it wasn't shiny. I thought that one at the top was... Because if you look later, it despawns. So I thought that one was a shiny for such a short time, so I panicked. Yeah, I just had fun taking pictures. But yeah, one of the raids last night, I got 3 shiny herbs. I evolved the Zulus into Hydreigon. And I'm just taking some pictures. I like taking pictures, mate. But yeah, that shiny Chansey is just unfortunate. It looks like so many spears are piercing it. But yeah, this is the start. Alright, going back to the game. Called it. That's 3 fails now. I was scratching my back and I've just cut my back. I am sort of excited for the new series, but it is going to take a bit of time to adjust. Oh no. Oh, it's the screen, that's fine. I thought the stream had corrupted. It's not, it's the lighting. Right, instead of my bone sat while it's loading, I can have my drink. How this is swapping over is making me remind me of when Yu-Gi-Oh swapped, because I watched Yu-Gi-Oh and I grew up with Yu-Gi and all them lot. So then when it suddenly went to GX and it was Joey or whatever he was called, I can't remember his name now. I thought it was Joey, but it can't be because Joey's obviously the other lad. Anyway, who had the Karibo. Yeah, him. It took so long for me to get used to the fact he was the new one. Because it even took me long for ages to get used to Ash every time he got a new companion. Because I was like, one of the series I remembered the most was Dawn. So it was like, oh, as soon as a new companion came along for Ash, it was weird. Oh yeah, before I forget, I want to show actually something. I thought it was cute. GLaDOS got a mark, which I thought was really cute. Reliable partner mark. So you can see when I got her, it's the 26th of the 11th. So she was one of my first, I think. I think it was, no, it was the Iron Bundle and then it was her, I believe. Because there was like 2 major ones I wanted. It was Iron Bundle and her. Hydreigon was one of the last few. Then I got Iron Hand. Then I think it was Iron Hands. And then Iron Treads was the last one. Right, sorry. Tomato, onions, green pepper, avocado, and hamburger. We need sour and spicy, and red flag. The thing is as well, if I don't be careful, I'm running out of avocado, so I need to go to the shop before I forget. Because I don't think any of the others are dragon. Because the next one I wanted to hunt was Slitherwing, because if there was like, I'm hunting my favourites pretty much first. So it's from Roaring Moon to Slitherwing to, I think I messed up here. It's a Screamtail. I couldn't remember its name. It's a Screamtail, then Sandy Shocks, then Great Tusk. And I don't know if I'm missing one or not. But I might leave Great Tusk purposely at the back because last time he was my last Violet, so it'd be funny if I just carried the tradition. we've got Sparkling Tile and Encounter. It's majorly just if you want a shiny hunt without Herba Mystica, all you need is the Encounter. As long as you've got, like, Encounter and you've got the Charm, you're more likely to find it. Because I have done that. I put Encounter and I found one pretty quick. But yeah, we found 2 shinies that last go, but we didn't... Obviously, we didn't keep any of them. But it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we're hunting for the Paradox. If I wanted a Chansey, I can go anywhere and get one. If I wanted a Zwillis, I can go back to older games and get one. These are only in this game for now. I shouldn't check any of the other... I should have looked where I was going, then maybe I wouldn't have run into these. Because I know Screamtail's going to be quite annoying. Oh, Fluttermane is one I forgot, yeah. She is one that I really want, but the only problem is with it is it's only available at night and it's so hard. It just wastes so much time. But like I said, I'll have to watch the Austin Jam video. Because he did a video talking about how Fluttermane's a broken shiny to hunt because for some reason, I'm sure he said it's the only Pokemon, because it only spawns during the day, it only spawns during the night, that when you walk around during the day, only the shiny variant will spawn during the day. So as long as you're walking around, only the shiny will appear and it'll be nothing other than the shiny in its one place. And it did look as weird as that on the video, but it was such a long time ago since I watched it. I don't remember it very well. So I'll have to give it a revisit. Because I do remember it roughly, but not fully. Because I hoped that would give me the option to hunt it, but obviously I need to figure out more of a official way to get it. But I do like Fluttermane, so I think it's Roaring Moon, Slitherwing, Screamtail, then Fluttermane, Great Tusk, Sandy Shocks, and all after it. I don't really bother what order, but priority with what I've got, it's going to be Roaring Moon, Slitherwing, and Screamtail. Probably get all this area done, and then the rest of them are like on the rocks, Sandy Shocks. Great Tusk is down below, and so's Fluttermane, so there's not much issue. And Among Us, I forgot about that one too, but I'm not that bothered about that one, per se. I will eventually need to hunt it at one point, but it's like my least favourite out of all these. He's a cool design, I'll give it that, but I just don't really care for a mushroom. You didn't despawn. Stop doing that, dogs. I do hopefully one day hope to get a better computer so these streams do look no nicer for everyone else. Because this camcorder footage is dirt. But it'll have to do because what else can I do? I've got a capture card that I've got hooked up to the PC next to it, but the capture is so delayed and I don't know how to fix it. I've tried looking it up, but nowhere explains like how to fix it. And I don't know how to fix it. I've tried to look it up myself, but no one seems to know what it is or why it's doing it. I wish the controls wouldn't fuck up just because it's like, it feels like I'm pressing down but it's going up. So that's dumb. I don't know why it's even doing that. So I've just wasted 5 minutes just to try and make this quicker. Stupid. I don't care, it don't matter. What's 2 minutes? I'm not purposely running into it. It's not an accident. Grand.
Sprinkle or melted? One.
God, these dogs, man. I think as well with the dogs, when it's the shiny, I don't think they'll rebury themselves. I think they just stay on the surface. So it's a good way to see if it's shiny or not, because it won't rebury. Because of the yellow underneath, it's making me think it's yellow at the back, and it's just clipping, but it's not. It's annoying. I am so tired, it's not even funny. I'll try going to bed early and it still won't work. I'll still be up all night unable to like stop fidgeting with something. I'll try reading books and I get too invested, and by the time I look at my watch again it's 3 in the morning. Which happens way too often now. So I've just got no energy to do anything. The only time I've got energy is at night. But by that point I'm having to be quiet because everyone else is asleep, and that spawned in so weird. So I can't really do much at that time, even though there's plenty of stuff I want to do, but I can't do anything. So it's just so frustrating. Because that'd be the best time to stream, because I've eaten all my food for the day. And then I'm just nattering on, but as usual, trying to get my family to understand that's the thing is impossible. Mum, yeah. Dad, nope. He'll be like, you need your sleep. I can't sleep anyway, so why can't I make the time productive? Then at least I'm sleeping during the day and I don't feel like I'm wasting my life doing nothing. Cause at least I'm doing stuff when I'm just sat around reading a book for 3 days straight because I've got nothing else better to do. Which is what I'm doing now. I have got a job, or I think I have. I've applied for it and they've asked me questions about it. I'm just waiting for them to actually confirm it. But because it's with a school sort of thing, they need lots of background checks, so it's just taking forever. It's so tedious, all the information they're asking. And a lot of it I'm just saying no to anyway, so it's like, did they really need to go to all this extra effort? Like the fact they were looking into making sure that I didn't have a job before, and I'm like, no, I've never had a job before. I can literally tell you, because I have no idea what I'm doing now. But obviously they had to make sure, but Jesus Christ, are they tedious. I don't know whether I'm happy I ran into these, so it stopped me, but because loads of them had spawned, and I didn't get that one at the one nearest to me. I didn't get to check him. Well, I couldn't tell from the angle, because usually I'm pretty good at just having a quick glance and I can see. I can't always tell, and sometimes they disappear faster than I can see them. Like that, neither of them two are. I am excited though, 'cause one of my animes that has been sort of dormant and dead for about 2 or 3 years now is making its season 2 come back, so I'm very excited. It'll be good to see it back again, because I know where it sort of went because I read the bit of the manga, but because the series sort of died out or something, the books were near impossible to buy. At one point, you could buy the full collection. They were always there, fully available. And I bought majority of them, but then when it got... I've got like 10 of them, but then when it got past 10, that was it. 11, 12, 13 were like literally near impossible to find. And I'm still looking now. But just near impossible, and then it's buying them physical or digital, and I bought a one by accident in French, which wasn't very helpful. Digital version in French. Lucky I've got Google Translator, so I did still get to enjoy it and pay for it regardless of. But still, annoying and tedious. But look at the phone I have there is smart, so it can read. If I show a menu in Spanish or whatever, it'll know what it's saying. Google phone. I thought I could fly over it, clearly not. There's a dog at my bum now. Oh wait, I got away quick enough, yay. Oh, one of them spawned in over there and I could see what colour it was. Oh well. So little of the salamanders spawn though. No wonder I'm getting everything but there's no way to improve the spawns of them because the dragon or the dark, and both of them types spawn hell down here. That's the problem. This is probably the worst one for like population spawn because it spawns like 3 at a time, 4 if you look it. There's about 5 just spawn then. I didn't get to check any of them. Yeah, look, this is the majority of what you'll get. But there's not many compared to what I've been dealing with, like roaring, with like the violets, and then what I've seen of the scarlets. These is pathetic numbers. I've got like 5 at a time. They're all spawning like 40 at a time. It's so bad. So I don't know which one's best for Roaring Moon, whether it is Dragon. But most of the people I saw were getting shinies of these guys. So clearly everyone's going Dragon. Not only that, but avocados are easier to balance than more hamburgers. Because I'm sure dark is hamburgers. And it's all I know is dark. The other option that they had was harder to balance than... Yeah, dark is smoked fillets. So that's slightly harder to balance than the avocados is. Because sometimes it's not just the type that's beneficial for that, it's what type is easier to stack on the sandwich. Because bear in mind, if the reset takes like 15 attempts, you've got to do the sandwich 15 times and not muck it up once. Because if anything falls off that sandwich, it could potentially ruin it and you don't get all the right buffs. So you want to make it slightly easier for yourself. And you also want to think beneficial, like, I'm hunting a fire type. If I get it pretty quick, what other Pokemon in the area am I going to want? And you got to think of it like that. You can't just think of the one you're hunting. So usually, like for Sliverwing, I'm sure it's Fire Bug. But I'm going to be hunting fire because I want a normal Volcarona. So I'm going to be hanging around here longer for the second one to get a Volcarona as well, hopefully. Because then I've got all 3. is my hope, that is, because I might get the Silverwing but not have enough time to hunt for the Volcarona. But it all depends. I might get lucky, I might not. But with that, I feel like that's going to be a lot more better than this hunt, because this hunt just sucks anyway, because they're not spawning. I'm getting like 1 or 2 at a time, and that's if I can get them to spawn at all. Even though I've got encounter, because I've got look, sparkling dragon, encounter dragon. It's all here, but it's not. I knew I was gonna get an encounter. I friggin' stood there and I was like, as soon as I went in the menu, I was like, great, he's gonna come and say hello. Yeah, this is the worst one, but he's one of the best ones as well. But I think they did this placement on purpose because they knew people were gonna want this one a lot. But I'm getting a bit better with the hunts. So I'm just trying not to leave the circle that much and just trying to look at them all very carefully. Because look how many there are now. There's a lot. Which, that's a better number than what was around here before. But I think just lingering around in the top 2 circles is a good idea because they seem to spawn them more in than others for some reason. He was very green then. Yeah, I think just lingering around in the top 2 circles is a good idea because going from one side to the circle to the next, it despawns them. Oh, God, I'm yawning now. I don't know what made me yawn so much. I am tired, but I didn't think I was that tired. I know I mentioned this before, but I'm saving up for Xbox One S. And I know you're saying, well, that's the old model, the one that everyone's getting rid of. That's the reason why I want it, because I was looking at it and it's 110. And we need a DVD player for down in my living room. So I was like, well, it's got internet access, so it can go online and we can watch like anime and stuff on streaming websites. And it can go online on like the Xbox and PlayStation of now, so it's cheaper as well. But the PlayStation can't go online, but the Xbox can. But the Xbox One S is no different than the Xbox X or whatever the new box thing is called. As much as I'd love one of them, I don't think I'm going to be able to afford it because that's like 500 quid, and then I like 100. So it's like, oh yeah. The fact that it's secondhand means nothing to me. As long as it's in good condition, people usually just sold it because obviously they were getting the new one, so why would they need the old one? But I'm like, if they're only offering that much, I'll take it. I thought he was a shiny then, that Houndstone. But this time, I know I'm speaking a bit too soon, we got no shinies this time, so no fails. I'm gonna probably have to call it a day because I'm yawning too much and I'm actually drifting off. I have done a lot today because I went out and I went to the gym. So I have been up for quite a while doing stuff today, but not really. So it annoys me, I'm just zero energy. And even when I do finally get a chance to do something, then I'm dead and I can't do anything. So annoying. I'm tired because I'm bored, and then when I finally get to do something, I'm too tired because I just can't do anything. A good thing I found out as well is when you're walking around with your Pokemon like this, and you see a sparkly item on the floor, your Pokemon will pick it up, so you don't have to keep mashing A. Your Pokemon will pick it up. So if you get someone like, well, someone who's pretty quick, who can follow you and stay with you, it's handy. So then you're not button mashing A constantly to pick up all the items, because this area has quite a lot of them. I was trying to find an example, but there isn't any. It's handy if you want to pick items up, because this area sometimes spawns in loads of items all over the floor for some weird reason. Which is quite handy. But yeah, sadly I'm gonna have to call it soon. I wanted to do 3 hunts, but one, my tea's gonna be ready soon, so I might as well have that. And 2, I'm yawning a lot, so not only that, but I'm not really focused on what I'm doing at the second very well. But we've done a lot. 2 failed shinies while hunting for Roaring Moon. Oh, we might be able to get it now. We've got 8 minutes, so I'm not gonna mess about just running in circles and wasting time. I'm gonna actually dedicate and try. The other good thing I have for Noivern being at the front and why he's probably one of the best ones is he's got a move code. It's either Hyper Fang or Super Fang. I'll double check before thingy. I quit the game. But yeah, the move forces whoever's bit by it to the HP to go to half. So even if they're like lower level, the HP should drop straight away to half, and because he's level 100, there ain't gonna be many that are stronger than it. So usually the HP will drop to half, so it's a good way of good for catching Pokemon that don't do recoil. But it is a pretty handy move, because it's that, and then I had it's usually, you should have a move that can either put to sleep a status, because you don't want to do damage, but you want to make sure they can attack, obviously. Because if they've got a stat, they'll higher catch rate. So it's worth even maybe just slapping them a little bit and then giving them a shot. Because Dragon Breath is a good one as well. That does it, because Dragon Breath can sometimes leave paralysis. Felt weird, I had an itchy near ear. Sorry, I'm keep aimlessly walking into people because I'm drifting off. It's getting on my nerves now, let alone anybody else's. One of the major reasons why I'm so excited to get the Xbox is I've always wanted to sorry, one sec. I've always wanted to restart watching One Piece from the beginning, but I've only just caught up with it. But it was so long ago since I started it that I do remember all the beginning of it, of course I do. But I want to watch it with somebody else who hasn't watched any of it, so it'll be fun to start again. But obviously, in order to watch it, we need this particular website to watch it, and the only way I can watch it at the moment is on my iPad, and I don't really want to sit holding an iPad the entire time. Plus, there's stuff that he wants to watch that we can watch. He looks so yellow then from afar. I hate you, lion. Alright, 30 minutes. We're not gonna get it, but we tried. So you gotta remember, for the shiny, the tips of the wings are yellow and that big black bit at the back is yellow. I'm just really excited because I love this series, and now I get to like enjoy it all from the start. Because watching it with sort of like the insight that I know now, it sort of appreciate how sort of mundane it is at the start, and then how chaotic it gets near like now. Because it is very chaotic compared. Because they used to just be like respite episodes where they just sit on the ship, have a laugh all day, which they do, but it's very far and few between because they spend so much time in the fighting sort of scenes. It's like there's never any respite, and I like the respite sort of things where they just do dash stuff. And then loads of characters that you thought were gonna like be major, and then they got like zero appearance after the first initial thing. Seems like they were just dumped because they were like didn't think that far ahead, which seems sad. Especially some of them, it's shocking. Because when you watch him from the start, you're like, oh, right, this guy keeps popping up, he's important. And then now, I haven't seen this particular character for ages. But then again, suddenly they'll surprise you and show up, so it's not like it thingy. And obviously you can tell because like it might have been because the actor was having time off or something, but I doubt it because it's following the manga. It's no idea what's going on. It's just bizarre. Because usually in dramas when a character doesn't show up for a while or they go on a holiday to somewhere far away, it's usually because the actor's having a break, but in this case, there's no excuse because it's already predetermined events. If you've read the manga, then you already know how things are going to go down. Which I don't read it, so I don't know. I know bits because obviously I've been spoiled because online talks about it. And what they were talking about today, funny enough, I saw from a from a thumbnail, I got interested with something that happened. I'm curious to see how that all sorts itself out. with only half the thumbnail as context. It seems interesting. I'm intrigued to see how well this goes down. I still didn't approve of them killing Aesop, though. Shouldn't have really said that, but oh well. It's old enough so people will know, but I know, obviously. But I don't think he'll watch this video, so it doesn't matter. Right, I think the timer's dead because I thought I just spawned in. Right, so no shinies.
Want to take your business online? Get
Which
started by
sucks.
securing your ideal domain name from the
Bad
UK's
dog.
#1 provider, Wanted Free Reg. With over 400 affordable extensions available, including domains from just
Alright, let me
99p,
check that one
you're
last
sure to
one.
find a memorable web address that makes it easier for customers to discover you. Best of all, we're here to
Shit,
support
yeah,
you
but-
every step of the way. Start growing your business with 123 Reg, the simplest way to succeed online.
I might as well turn that off. Right, because my food's coming, I might as well say goodbye for now. So yeah, like I said, we got 2 shinies we had to abandon. Got the Chansey, and I got the Zoilis. Sadly. That's so sad though. But what are you gonna do? Failed shinies are just part of the course when you're hunting for a particular one. But anyway, I'm gonna go now because I'm very tired. I might do another one tomorrow, I might not. I don't know yet. I hopefully will be doing. But I'll see everyone next time, hopefully. Goodbye.